Hello everybody, welcome back to Little Cars and Scotch. And it has been a while since I made a video. I had a baby coming, COVID, so I'm finally back out doing my thing. And I had to pull out the good stuff, or decent stuff, because of what I found today. And oh my god, might as well just get started. Let's get it going. First off, went through an M case. And I always open them up. I only take the real cars, and I'm not real big fan of the fantasies. So I got some still in the package, but right now, here you got the Falcon. Decent model, and actually the paint looks really nice on this one with the flames. I haven't seen this model in a while, or since I've been collecting I haven't ever seen this model, so it's first time for me. It is very nice. Second one, we got the 49 Merc, another one I haven't seen before. Not too big of a fan of it. I'm not for convertibles, but I do like the paint. I like flames, of course. And yeah, it's red flames. Not a bad car. Then we got, keep finding ones that I've never really seen before. I've only started collecting in 2019, so here's the Hudson Hornet in purple. Not a bad model. But I'm also not too big of a fan of the older cars. More for imports, of course. But there you go. Next on the list we have the Ford Transit. I only got it because it was Ford. I almost thought it was a fantasy car. But we'll get to the good stuff. Don't worry about it. Next we have the custom Ford Maverick with the red and the flames. Now this one I do like. It's kind of like a Mustang, but a little lower than a Mustang. It's still cool. You got the fenders. And then you got the mirrors on the hood. It's kind of like an import deal. I like it. Next, we have, this probably might be my favorite model of the case, but we got the 84 Firebird Trans Am. Now this is basically the kit. We got T-tops. We got your classic wheels, and it's actually fairly detailed with the Trans Am right there. You can see that. There we go. So that is my favorite model of the case. And I even have it. I still have one. These are actually carded, so I even like the card too. Every one of these I find, I'm gonna keep. Next we have, which was a new model for 2019, so I've been definitely collecting all these. This is the 2019 Ranger Raptor. Now these have always had, I wouldn't say overkill, but a lot of deco on them. And then these are newer wheels too. This one I'm a fan of. Plus this one's good to go down the track. Trucks going down the track, great. We almost done. Now this is a new model. This is the 89 Mazda Savannah RX-7 FC35. So this is right up my alley, and it is great. It's very detailed with the tail lights, the headlights. These wheels are always on the RX-7s so far that I've seen. Twin turbo or twin exhaust. Very detailed, great model. Almost done with these basics. We can start getting on to some really good stuff. Of course, you gotta have the Tesla Model 3. Tesla cars are awesome. Even these are detailed. Plus, I own a little Tesla stock, so of course I gotta get a Tesla. Duh. But this one's great in blue. First one for this year was in gray. And of course I got that. But yeah, that one's great. And then we have the non-super of the Ford Galaxy, the 1965 Ford Galaxy. So you got the green wheels. And I don't know if you can see this paint, but if you see it reflecting, it's got metal flakes, and oh my god. You can almost just call it a super, but you can't. Because this is the super that I found. We'll compare them. There we go. So, definitely you can see Spectra Flame paint, the rubber wheels, the more plastic, realistic rims, the 25 Super Treasure Hunt, or TH. And this was a great find. I found it out of a token case that happened to come in, and at first I didn't even think it was a super. And then I had to double look. Boom. The wheel, since it had the green wheels and green wheels, I was like, oh, it's just green wheels. But then I had to look at it closer and I found it. I was like, yay. And then of course, you got the super, you gotta have the regular. Only, like I said, this is fantasy, but it's a treasure hunt, so you gotta have it for a collection. And last from the main line for the M case, we have the Sandblaster with the Boulevard deco. And man, that is amazing. That is a big truck. It's huge. I'm not a big fan of these, like I said, fantasy cars, but this isn't really much of a fantasy car. Even with the Boulevard deco, which isn't fantasy at all, it's real. Just made this car stand out way more. So that thing is cool. Now let's move all this. Gotta make room for what else I found. And also, about halfway, it's about time for another sip. So let's get on that. Ooh, so smooth. So tonight, not too long ago, I went to Walmart, and what did I happen to find? This case. Now, if you know what these codes are, then you know what these are. I opened them. I didn't know what they were. So when I opened them, I was so surprised and so happy. So let's show you what we got. Now, if you can see the Volkswagen already, you're pretty sure you know what this is. I'm gonna move this box here so that we can go through. Now, if you don't know what it was, these are the Hot Wheels Boulevard 2020 editions Mix 4. And in Mix 4, you're gonna get two Toyota 86 Sprinter Torinos, which just looks just like the one from Initial D with the black carbon fiber hood, and it's white. It just doesn't have the tofu shop on the side. But this has to be one of my favorite models. Toyota's finally coming back. It's great to have these Toyotas, and they look great. So you get two of those. And then what everybody's really looking for, you have the two Kool Kombis with the Moon Eyes deco. And then I think in 2018 there was actually a Volkswagen bus that had the same deco, so that would be a cool combo to have if you have that one in these. But man, this is probably this is probably the first premium Kool Kombi. So these are definitely going to be collectible. I would hang on to these for dear life. So you get two of those. Next one, where there's two, is a classic. You got your twin mill. So this is a very pretty blue, and it's the classic one. I'm not a big fan of the newer twin mill. It just looks weird. It has a big bud on it. So this is the classic one. And I'm kind of a fan. Ever since I found the treasure hunt one in 2019, I've become somewhat of a fan of them. So I even got the mystery model one, of course. That's a nice blue. So you get two of those. Everything you're gonna get two of. There's no just singles. So you have a better chance of finding these unless someone just comes around and takes everything. The next one, you got the Nissan Skyline C210. And if you're a fan of Skylines, well, here's a good one to add to your collection. Now, I don't know too much about the older Skylines. I know about the R32s and up. I'm more of a fan of, but hey, if it's a Skyline, it's still a Skyline. So everybody's gonna know what a Skyline is, of course. Pretty detailed, and of course you got the iconic taillights. You got the 4 circles. That's an easy way to know a Skyline if you ever see one. So 2 of those, of course. Then the last 2. Ooh. This one's pretty old. You have the 69 Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale. This one's kind of, if you look at it at a certain way, from about like that, looks like a Ford GT. But it's not. Especially if you look at the front. Now Alfa makes some good cars. I like Matchbox came out with one, with the new one, I don't even know how to pronounce it, the Gilia or something. That's a pretty model. And I do like all these Alfa models, but you don't really see them that much. And in real life, they're really good cars. But there you go. So that was a case of the Mix 4 Hot Wheels Boulevard. And to make it even better, I have a second case. I found 2 of them today. And yes, I paid full price for both of them. But be wary, because the Toyota A86s, they scan weird when you put them through the scanner wherever Walmart, because they're Walmart exclusive. It'll come up as an error or something. It will say Mitsubishi on it, and they'll try to charge you $6 and some change. So I'm just warning you now, when you scan them, make sure you get the right price. Because I made this mistake on the first case and just scanned it and said, oh well, it's fine, and paid the few extra bucks. But then at the other store, I bought a box and I didn't pay the extra $2. It wasn't going to happen that time. So let's finish this off. There's a lot of good stuff, and if you've noticed in my background, those are all my customs that I've built. So you got in the one that's on the lift is my custom Subaru WRX, and same on the bottom, that's a 04 model with the bug eyes, and I have some custom wheels on that. And then you have the Dodge D100 with a gasser motor. That one was pretty fun. My food truck, my barbecue truck. And then all I did was a wheel swap on that Porsche. So it was a great video. I'm glad to be back on here. I'm going to try to post more. So let's finish this off and call it a night. I hope you all stay safe. Practice social distancing. Wear your face mask. Hopefully this will be over somewhat soon. It's probably not. But I'll see y'all later, and good night.